What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. In this video I got you another quick kind of unboxing overview. May not be your cup of tea, maybe a little boring, but I thought I would do this. It may be helpful in the future if this is something you're looking into. And this is going to be just a quick unboxing of the, I'm going to call it Schiit, even though it's not called that, Schiit. This is the Magni 3 Plus and the Modi 3 Plus. These are headphone Amp and Dacs. This is the Amp and this is the DAC, and from everything I've read and heard, these are some of the better regarded amps out there for the price point. So a lot of times they're recommended for just about anything, mainly because they are really good for $99 a piece. So $99 for the Modi 3 Plus, or the Magni 3 Plus and the Modi 3 Plus. Yes, I know there's other options out here in this price point. I know there's way better amps than these, but for the price and for my needs, I felt like that this was probably the best way to go. So for about $250, because I got the RCA cables from them also, which are really good high quality because you need to connect them to with an RCA cable, I thought it would be a really good investment. I have the Sennheiser HD600s. I did an unboxing on these and kind of why I picked these, but that's for a different video. So let's jump in, see what we got here. Wish I would have got something to open these. Hold on. Finally got the boxes open. Let's start with the DAC. Let's go with the Modi 3 Plus. This is something that you could probably buy second and you don't need to actually get it at the beginning. I have a pretty good motherboard that has a pretty good onboard audio. At least when I hooked up the headphones with no amp, they sounded pretty good actually. So I don't know which one it is. Gigabytes. Couldn't tell you. Something Pro. It's a regular ATX Intel 1200 series socket, so, but it's on more of the Pro line of motherboards. Alright, little paperwork here. This is actually built in campus, but this company's actually from California, so you get some stickers there if you want. Owner's manual is really thin, so there's not much to these. They're basically plug and play. They don't have a whole lot of leeway there. Really good packaging for the price point. Everything's cardboard, which I like. Well, there's one styrofoam. So let's see what you get here. So both these, I believe, do have to be plugged in. So you got USB and a standard, what looks like a standard plug. And you get your, this is something that I really don't like. Just to speak of that, is USB type mini. Type A, mini, whatever it's called. I really don't like that. It should be USB-C or just standard USB-A. I assume it was for cost-cutting purposes, and I don't know how easy you could get USB-C on there, so they really should have done USB-C. That's the only negative. I knew that going in, but these cables aren't very good. They're known to break. They're hard to find even right now because everything's USB-C, so that's the only negative that I see. I'm pretty sure they both have that. At least from what I saw. Okay, so it's heavier than I thought it was going to be, and it's smaller than I thought it was going to be. I thought about going a step up and buying the more expensive ones, the Magnius and I think it's the Magnius and Modius. Maybe that sounds right. But I didn't feel like that was something I needed. So the DAC's pretty simple. They do have a black version of, I think it's just the amp. You can get a black version of it. And then you got your interface here on the back, just RCA cables, plug in. I assume that's just a standard optical cable, maybe if you had some speakers. That'd be my guess. And that's it. Symboled in USA, so it came from Texas. At least there was Texas tape on the actual bag, which is kind of weird. Another negative, this isn't on the company, but they use FedEx shipping, and FedEx shipping is not good in our area. It's not their fault, but you can't choose what type of shipping you want. I prefer any other shipping besides FedEx, just because it's not very good in our area. So let's jump in, get to, it's going to be pretty similar to the other one, the Magni 3 Plus. Same stickers, same typical. Should probably keep the manual, because I'm not a pro at any of this stuff. I just had previously, about 10 years ago, had some good Beyerdynamic DT770s, so I wanted to get back into the amp category, mainly because I'm in the basement. It's noisy down here, which you may be able to hear the dehumidifier over there, and I just didn't want to use speakers down here, so you just have your standard power adapter. So the actual DAC is powered by your PC, so the USB will power that. which is a good feature. Pretty sure it does. I hope it does. Actually, it has a plug. It's kind of confusing. I'm pretty sure that your PC will just power it. And then same thing here. Basically, you have your interface to connect to your DAC. If you want to put some speakers, you can plug them in there. You get high and low and on and off. Really nice switches. I like that the switches are on the back, and I like the front is very minimal. So there's just a volume knob, speaker, or headphone jack, and that's it. And they're made to basically stack on top of each other like that. So it looks nice. I would put the amp on the top, mainly because it has a heatsink on it, so I assume, or it has a vent here at the top, so I assume it gets a little warm, so it needs some ventilation. So that's it. It looks really nice. It's really small. If you're in a tiny area, I could have got a bigger setup, but I couldn't justify the price point. I just didn't need that. And everything I read, these will power any headphone out there from what I've heard, and I probably will keep these for life and go from there. I'm not someone that jumps from headphone to headphone. I usually get one that I like and stick with it. So far, I really like the Sennheisers. So overall build quality is top notch. These are heavy. They look well made. Made in USA, if that's something that matters to you. The company's from California, so it is a USA product, which is nice, but I don't think that's anything that you necessarily need unless it's something you're looking for. The only negative is that USB Type A mini, whatever it's called, USB mini, that stinks. It should be USB-C. It's just, I mean, that's the new standard. But anyways, for the price point, for $99, they got nice feet on the bottom, so it should do well there. I'll probably have to do the owner's manual because I have no idea what this switch is. I'm guessing one's on and off. No, there's actually 3 positions. So this switch feels maybe a little cheap. It does have a nice click to it, but compared to these back switches feel pretty solid. But once you get it set up, I mean, really all you're going to be doing is turn it on and off and go from there. So that's it. It's a quick unboxing. These are great to go together. If you're going to get any of these, I would get the combo to go with it so you can stack them. They look nice. That's it. I'll get a review of them up as I go. I'm really excited to see how they sound with the headphones, because the headphones sound pretty good plugged straight into the computer. I was shocked at how good they sound. I assume that's just from the motherboard, because I did plug them into an old phone I had that had a standard 3.5 jack, and it did not sound very good. So if you have a good motherboard, maybe you don't even need a DAC, but it has a good onboard. Most motherboards have some type of onboard DAC, so that's a good feature. As it, comments, questions, leave them below. They do sell these in a B stock, so if you're okay with maybe getting one that's off the shelf, a returned one, a scratch and dent, I believe they're $89, so you could save an extra $20 there. The cables look pretty nice too. Probably not worth $20 in my book, but they source them from U.S. companies in-house, so there's 2 different options, so pretty happy with that there. These are the straight wire. I believe they have the snake oil ones also. Comments, questions, leave them below. I'll get a review of all this stuff up as I have time and play around with them. I'm going to plug them in, see how things are. Have a good rest of the day, weekend, whatever is out there, and I'll see you guys next time.